Hello everybody, getting ready to do lesson 1.1, Pre-Algebra Math, Part 2 classwork today. And for 1.1, Part 2, Evaluate Expressions, you got 32 points on your classwork sheet. Have that out in front of you. And you got 21 points that will go into your notebook or your notebook guide. Have that out. Students, put your name, date, period, and then due date for online schoolers. So let's go right into page 1 of today's classwork. Expressions using exponents. A power is an expression that represents repeated multiplication of the same factor. For example, 81 is a power of 3 because 81 equals 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. A power can be written in a form using two numbers, a base and an exponent. The exponent represents the number of times the base is used as a factor, so 81 can be written as 3 to the 4th power. Okay, into your notebook. So here is an example of the base here, which is 3, and then the exponent is 4. This whole thing here is called a power. This is a power, and then 4 factors of 3 would be how this power would be expanded so that you understand what's going on here. 3 is used as a factor 4 times, which will equal 81. So students, in your notebook, define power and define base. Put that in your notebook. 10 points for your notebook. And then exponent. Define exponent in your notebook. 5 points here for page 4 in your notebook. When I do my notebook checks, it should be in there. Okay, let's go into an example here. Read and write power. So we have write the power in words and as a product. So here we have A, here is 7 to the 1st power. So words and then product. So in words, it'd be 7 to the 1st power. And then the product of this will be 7. 7 times 1 would be 7, right? 7 to the 1st power, which would be 7 times 1, which would just be 7. And then B would be 5 to the 2nd power. So 5 to the 2nd power, or 5 squared, will be 5 times 5, which would be what, students? It would be 25, right? And then we have 1/2 to the 3rd power. So in words, it would be 1/2 to the 3rd power, or 1/2 cubed. Another way of saying to the 3rd power will be cubed. So it would be 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2, which would be what, students? Be 1/8. And then z to the 5th power would be, in words, be z to the 5th power. Z times z times z times z times t times z. So that would be how that would be expressed as a product. Okay, let's try one here. Write the power in words and as a product. So we have 9 to the 5th power up here. Students, I want you to do this on your own, but we're going to do this one up here right now in class. So write the power in words and as a product. So 9 to the 5th power. So 9 to the 5th power is how you'd write that down. And then as a product, what is 9 to the 5th power? Our 5th here is over here to the 5th. So what would 9 times 9 times 9 times 9 times 9 be? It would be a big number. Let's go to our next example here. Example 4, evaluate powers. So let's evaluate the expression here, x to the 4th when x equals 2. So when we plug in 2 for x to the 4th would equal 2 to the 4th power, which would be, what's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2? That would be 16. So 2 to the 4th power would be 16. And then b would be n cubed when n equals 1.5. So when we cube 1.5, n cubed would be 1.5 cubed. What's 1.5 times 1.5 times 1.5? We get 3.375 for that. Let's go into a guided practice now. X cubed when x equals 8. This is yours down here, students. We're going to do this one up here now. So x cubed, we're going to plug in 8 for x. So when we have 8 cubed, x cubed when x equals 8, be x cubed when we're going to plug in 8 for x, which is 8 cubed. What's 8 cubed? 8 times 8 times 8 times 8 times 8 times 8. Pretty big number there too. Be 512 for that one. And let's go on here into another notebook entry here. Area and volume. Exponents are used in formulas for the area of a square and the volume of a cube. In fact, the words squared and cubed come from the formula for the area of a square and the formula for the volume of a cube. So here's volume of a cube. This is a square, right? Side times side. Side squared, right? Side times side will equal the area of this square. And then a cube here would be s cubed. S times s times s will give us the volume of this cube. Okay. So evaluate the power of storage cubes. Each edge of the medium-sized pop-up storage cube shown is 14 inches long. The storage cube is made so that it can be folded flat when not used. Find the volume of the storage cube. So here's our formula for the volume of a cube, s cubed. We know what s is, right? S is 14. So 14 cubed will equal the volume of this cube. Substitute for s. And then what is 14 cubed? It'd be 2744. So that'd be our volume. The volume of the storage cube would be 2,744 cubic inches. So let's try a guided practice here. What if, in example 5, suppose the storage cube is folded flat to form a square? Find the area of the square. Okay, so remember example 5? How long in example 5? It was 14, right? So we did find the area of the cube. Now for the area of a square for that. Area of a square would be s squared, so it would be 14 squared. That would equal 196. So each side of that cube would have an area of 196 square inches, I guess. So would it be 14 inches, say, so it would be 196 square inches. So area of a square, 14 squared. And that is your 1.1 Part 2 Pre-Algebra Math Animated PowerPoint Math video, AOL.com. Thank you very much.